Okay. This one, no?
Yeah. Come to the second slide.
Not this Tejal.
No, not this one. Not this one. Another one. I think there is some technical error. Just I just would like to request everyone to have some little. Just wait. Yeah, yes, come back. Okay, okay. Chola ma'am. Okay, ma'am, start presenting it.
You are present.
Yeah. Come to the second slide, please. Yeah. Okay. Only second. Yeah. So before we start this webinar, I just would like to let you know what is the e-waste and why it is so important. In today's globalization world, the consumer market for electrical and electronic product is expanding continuously on a high rate. On the other hand, due to increasing demand and development of new technologies, the lifespan of the products is dropping, that result in the large amount of electronic scraps. Like what mobile we are using this year, we are not satisfied for the older version and we are getting a newer one. So that is the trend is happening everywhere. Every year there are the 50 million tons of electrical and electronic equipment waste, that is called e-waste, are generated worldwide, which could bring serious risk to human health and environment. E-waste is called WEEE, that is called waste electrical and electronic elements, is the term generally used to describe disposed electronic and electrical products which are old and end of life household appliances, including laptops, TVs, DVD players, mobiles, iPods. However, source of e-waste can be classified into many categories. Uh, I'll show you what are the categories of e-waste. Ma'am, go to slide number 4, please. Yeah, there are many categories of e-waste. Uh, yeah, large household. No, previous one. Yes, this one. Large household appliances under it is like it is a uh, very crucial e-waste categories. Like 42% e-waste generates from this large household appliances, where the refrigerator comes, freezer, washing machines, cooking appliances. In small household appliances, it is vacuum cleaner, watch, grinders, hair dryer, and there are many small equipments, and I've just given a few of examples so that it will help you to understand better. In electrical and electronic tools part, drills, saws, sieving machines, consumer equipment, TV, radio, video camera, amplifiers, and lighting equipment, CFL sodium vapor lamp, fan, switches, wires, in toys, leisure sport equipments में computer, phone, video games, electric trains, uh, and for the hospital sector in the all the medical devices, radiotherapy, cardiology, neurology, dialysis equipments, and there are all other equipments which is used in safety and sector, smoke detectors, thermometer, ATM, coffee vendors, etc. These are all category of e-waste. E-waste generally consist of there are some ferrous and non-ferrous metal plastics, glass, wood, etc. Uh, uh, Main the iron and steel have the 50% of e-waste, plastics 21%, non-ferrous metal is 13%, and rest are mercury, arsenic, lead, etc. Right. In e-waste generation in India, out of total e-waste volume in India is a television, all TVs, like it is 68%. Desktop servers is coming at 27%. Uh, Imports 2%. Mobile is getting 1%. Right. There are 10 states that contribute 70% of total e-waste generated in the country. 65 cities generate more than 60% of total e-waste in India. Among of the top 10 cities generating e-waste, Mumbai ranks first, followed by Delhi, Bangalore, Chennai, Kolkata, Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, Pune, Surat, and Nagpur. Main source of electronic waste in India are the government, public, and private sectors, as 70%. Contribution of individual household is 50%. Rest being contributed by the manufacturers. So we will discuss all the e-waste scenario today very briefly. E-waste contains more than 1,000 different substances of chemicals which are hazardous and non-hazardous. From that, some hazardous substances are toxic and can create some serious problem for the environment and human health. E-waste contains many toxics like heavy metals, including lead, cadmium, mercury, polychlorinated biphenyl, PCBs. These all details we will discuss today. I just would like to hand over the slide to Tejal D, so she can go forward. And we have a very respected guest today, and Miss Chawla Salonki. Uh, she is very she's a mother of two homemakers, studied Bachelor of Electrical Engineering, working as an agent and advisor for an insurance company. Her passion is she is working as a zero waste activist for the past 4 years in Mumbai. We will. I'll just handing over to Tejaldi to welcome her, and over to you, Tejaldi.
Yeah. Thank you, Patnaik, for your wonderful presentation. And Chawla, we are very happy to welcome you here, and we will get the knowledge जितना हम ले सकते हैं आपसे.
Yes, sure.
And very happy to announce you that our school teacher Meghraj sir is with us.
Oh, wow.
Welcome, sir.
Welcome, sir. Thank you, Tejal.
Welcome. Now, am I audible properly?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, when I get this idea regarding e-waste or zero waste, right? So, I kept in mind how much people are aware about the topic. So, I have decided to make one small survey regarding this. So, I will present you my presentation of response of Google form. We want to live zero waste life. So with this event, I have posted one idea for the Google Map. So add one category to some signboard or e-waste collecting center on the map. And second, if any organization is collecting e-waste, then give them special feature on the map. So my first question was your first name and the last name. My third question was, are you local guide? 44% 7 people are not local guide and 53.3% were local guide. My next question was, do you know about e-waste? I am very happy with the answer that 92% one people are knowing about e-waste. Only 7.9% was not knowing about e-waste. My third question was, where do you dump your electronic waste? In options were in regular dry waste bin, sell separately to kabadiwala, have another solution. And reply was 46.9% was having another solution. Those who are staying in the metro cities. 50.6% are in regular dry waste bin. And 30.7.5 people sell separately to kabadiwala. I have just purchased a washing machine, but it is my old machine is not working in proper condition. So what I did, I gave it to my maid. She get repair and reuse it. This is also one kind of recycling. My next question is, do you ever feel there are so many diseases and illness which were never heard before are spreading fast? The answer was 50-50%. And maybe this corona, COVID-19 is a part of it. My next question was, do you have any non-working electric part like wires, TV, mobile speakers, etc., with you? And the answer was 47.4% were saying no, and 52.6% reply was yes. And can you imagine, with this 52.6% positive reply, and I have requested them to post approximate kg and photos. So just imagine how much electronic waste photograph I have received. I have received 95 kg of e-waste photograph. So I am showing you few pictures which I have received through my Google form. This all are non-working electric parts. This is my own. This gas geyser, recently I have.
Tejal, we are not able to see your presentation.
Why?
We are not able to see your presentation.
You are not watching?
No, we are not able to see the images.
Yeah, there is some problem, I think. Have you presented it?
Yeah, I'm presenting the screen. 1 minute, let me present. Now?
No, Tejal, no, it is not seen.
It is not seen?
Now it is seen.
Yeah, we can see it now.
Can you see now?
Yes,
Yeah, yes,
Yes.
it is
Yes.
visible.
Now
All
it
the
is.
previous slide you have not seen.
No,
No.
we could not see.
No. No.
So can we start from the first one?
no, just run the slides and come to till this slides. Like we have got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you see now?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So this is the question. Second question. This is the third question. Next. Next. These are the photographs which I have received through the form. So we all are working through the electronic device nowadays. So thank you very much for giving me support through this form. So we will get the idea how much knowledge we have to share with you all and how much knowledge you are having. Thank you so much. Over to Chawla. Now, Chawla madam will share what are the solution for this e-waste, how we can get recyclers, from where we have to recycle these things, and where we have to send non-working electronic parts. Over to you, Chawla ma'am.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining the meeting. I'm Chola Solanki from Mumbai. Tejal is my classmate. So that is how we ended up with this webinar. Welcome, Meghraj sir, and all my friends and Tejal's friends and everyone. First of all, I would like to tell how I began the journey with my zero waste initiatives. You might have heard that in 2016, there was a huge fire outbreak in Devna dumping ground. You must have heard. It was very much in news. It was even seen by NASA satellites. So that was a very huge event. And at that time, where I stay is very near vicinity of that area. So all of us suffered a lot, and whole area was filled with smog and fog, and we could not even open our windows and doors. And at that time, my little younger child was only 6 months old. So I just came up with the idea that is this the future that we are giving to the children, the future generation? So we must need to do something now to reduce the waste that we send to landfills and the dumping grounds. So that is how this all emerged as a zero waste activities that I have started. And now with help of my group here, there are many people who are supporting and are helping me with the activities that we do combine now. And we have come up with the e-waste solutions in our local area. It is a very good thing. So today in my presentation, I would do three things. Okay. First one is, I will tell you what is the issues with e-waste. Okay. And why e-waste has to be dealt with properly. And third is how you people can do this, like the way we did here. And now, in between the slides, I have also kept a few questions for you so that you don't take a good nap in between the slides. Okay. So, shall we start with the presentation, Tejal?
Sure.
Okay. Tejal, you are presenting? Present.
I think there's some problem. It's just left some. Okay. Tejal ma'am.
Okay, I've started presenting.
Okay.
Okay. So today we are going to see issues, challenges, and solutions for e-waste. First of all, let me give a brief overview of what is zero waste. As we all know, we can never stop generating waste. Can we? We cannot. So zero waste is something we have to...
Your screen is not visible.
My screen is not visible. I have started
I can see
presenting.
it. I can
I've
see a
started
screen.
presenting. You can see? The rest all can see?
Yes, I'm looking.
Yes,
we can
yes,
see.
yes, 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 we can see properly.
Fine,
Yes.
I can continue then. Okay, thank you. So, see, initially, what is linear economy that we are into now? Now we are generating maximum amount of waste that we throw into dustbin. We don't do much with the waste. When we reduce our waste and send it to recycling, we generate recycling economy by recycling the waste that we generate. So it will reduce the waste amount here. And when we come to circular economy, it will almost reduce our waste to zero. And everything that we produce as waste will either be, there are 9 R's of reduce, reuse, recycle, regift, rethink, like that. So if we do all the things, we generate circular economy and such that we achieve zero waste, and it will be leaving no or minimum discharge to land, water or air that threaten the environment or human health. Now, since we are talking about e-waste, let me briefly tell you what are the general overview of types of waste. Whatever we generate domestic solid waste, there are mainly 4 components of it. Wet waste, that is that can be composted or can be used in biogas plants, and it is get recycled generally. Dry waste is it gets generally recycled at various places. Then domestic hazardous waste, in which e-waste falls under this category. There are many other waste. I am not putting much emphasis on it now. And the last part is inert waste. Inert waste that goes to landfills generally. So if we reduce this inert waste to minimum, we achieve zero waste. Okay, so I will start with now the e-waste. Basics of e-waste, as you all know, Patnaikji already explained quite a bit. All appliances running on electricity and having completed their useful life are e-waste. And it can be in working, repairable or non-repairable condition. Now, whatever we have seen, all the cities are generating e-waste, etc. So from where this e-waste comes? So generally e-waste sources or categories are from domestic, from our houses we generate, from offices, from industries and public services. So there are 4 types of sources which generate e-waste. Now if we see a typical 27 kg desktop computer, there are these many elements contained in it. Maximum is this silica, plastic, iron, aluminium, lead, zinc and nickel. Percentage wise and kg wise, everything is given here. So if we don't properly recycle it or give it to proper channel, all the things will come into landfills. So that is what we want to avoid. This is a general overview so that you understand how tricky it is to recycle all these things. Now it's our quiz time. Question 1 is, how many Eiffel Towers can balance weight of waste mobile phones worldwide? I am stopping presentation now and let me see your answers in the chat box. My question is, how many Eiffel Towers can balance the waste mobile phones weight? Any idea, anyone? What is the weight of Eiffel Tower? Or what is the amount of waste mobile phones? How many waste mobile phones you feel it will be there worldwide? Any ideas? Chat box? 1,000. Tejal is telling 1000. Devi is telling 1000. There are, okay, any more answers? 11 Eiffel Tower. Anil Singh ji telling. Okay, great. Quite good estimate. Masti ki Pathshala telling 1000. 1000 Eiffel Towers. No, not that much. 10,000. Patnaik ji. Ishan saying 18. Okay, I shall give you the answer now. Shall I? There are more than 50 crore of waste mobile phones. Only mobile phones. I'm taking up mobile phones because it is with everyone. Everyone generates this e-waste. Right? So almost 50 crore mobile phones are there in all over worldwide. And its approximate weight, if we want to balance, we have to put 25 Eiffel Towers. How many? 25. So its weight is that much big. Eiffel Tower weighs 10,000 tons. Okay, so accordingly, you can understand how much waste we are generating only with mobile phones. Rest all are other story. But yes, you were quite close, Ishan. So this is only with mobile phones we are generating waste. How much waste we generate? So this was, I hope this question must have got you a glimpse of what waste we are generating. Okay, so now I will again start presenting. So question 1 is over now. You are able to see now?
Yes.
Okay. We should proceed towards next question. Sorry, next slides. Okay. Now, till now you have got overall idea that why e-waste disposal is, what is e-waste, right? And now we come to why part, that why e-waste disposal is important. As Patnaik ji already told in the beginning that worldwide there is increasing demand of electrical and electronics equipments worldwide. And the issue is that it gets outdated fast due to continuous technological advancements. Today, another version has come. After 1 month, some other version has come, which makes that outdated. And repairs are not economically viable and easily done. Many times we ourselves, all of us face this issue that to get it repaired is costlier than getting a new thing, or quite approximate is the costing. So better to get the new updated version. So we generally don't tend to repair. Then this e-waste is a major source of toxins and carcinogens. Carcinogens cause cancer, which is a very well-known fact. And this trash is spreading all types of toxic pollutants in the atmosphere, affecting environment and our health. So this is the e-waste is an issue of global concern in this century. All over the world, this is the concern. So that is why e-waste disposal is important. Now again, quiz time, question number 2. What is neophilia? Please write in your chat boxes. I am stopping the presentation. What is neophilia? Any answers? It is related to our e-waste generation habits. Anyone? It's bacteria? No. There may be some bacteria of that name, I don't know. But this is not a bacteria. Neophilia. What is neophilia? Is the question number 2. Okay. Compulsive behavior of buying new. Perfect, Meena Desai. Very nice. Compulsive behavior of buying new is the neophilia. It is the personality type who has strong affinity to get novelty, for novelty. So it is like generally what people do, this is a study, on an average in 18 months, only in 18 months, people tend to change their smartphones. While You may be wondering that there are more than 500 to 1000 components in one phone. Okay, and all are designed for more than 50 years of life. While what we do, we change it because of our neophilia habits. Not many of us, but out of all our people present here, can someone show me their mobile who is 10 years old? Anyone having?
Not in
I
working
have,
conditions, sir.
yes, ma'am, I have one, but it's not
No,
10-year-old. It's about
10
7 to
years.
8 years.
Years old and you are using it. Anyone
No.
using mobile? If it is, then you are really a very good user. You have maintained your mobile well and you have maintained your habits well. Better to stay.
Maximum 2 years.
Minus 4 years old, right? Nobody will be having less than 5 years old. More than 5 years old. Sorry.
Ishant, show your phone.
This shows that even if the component is designed for more than 50 years of life, we are not using it properly and we are throwing it out just because we want to get new updated versions, more or less. I use
It's
it, not working. Yes,
yes,
very
ma'am.
good. That is how we all should do. It gets very, it gets broken or many issues are there with mobile phones because it is mobile. After all, we all need it very badly. Okay, so I hope you are liking the questions and presentation. So let's move ahead with the other part of it. Okay, I'll present again. Okay, neophilia, you all have answered. You all are able to see, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let us come to the next part, issues faced in India. In India, we have a lot of issues with e-waste. The first one is discarded triply from developed countries. So generally it is disguised as second-hand computers, donations or parts of reassembly and reuse or simply as metal scrap. We all know all these things happen. So developed countries send us the discarded waste electronics items as second-hand things. And that becomes, so our India becomes a big dump yard for all those waste generated by developed countries. The second is absence of an accurate estimate of quantity. E-waste generated, how much and extent of it is recycling. There is not accurate data available or estimation techniques and methods available at present to generate the quantity, how much the waste is generated and how much waste is recycled. No accurate data is available. So this is another issue, big issue. Third issue is lack of awareness. Lack of awareness is amongst all. It is not only among users, but it's also there among manufacturers, users, and users like us, and recyclers, and every people, public. How to handle e-waste, what are the health issues, what are the hazardous elements, etc. Nobody is very well informed. There is lack of awareness. And fourth one is unrecognized, unorganized and unscientific means and systems of e-waste recycling and disposal. This is a very big issue in India nowadays. Because cherry picking, open air burning, acid leaching, etc. Terms are there which are used by unscientific means. So that will come in our next slides. What is this? So overall scenario, if we want to see, these are the main 4 issues faced in management of e-waste. Now let us come to the point. Why authorized recycling must? As we already have come across the fact that electronics products often contain hazardous and toxic materials and should neither be dumped with other waste nor be sold illegally to scrap dealer, right? But still, as we have seen, there is no awareness. Hardly many of us may be knowing that this kind of requirement is there. There is one question coming forward. Let us complete this first. Open dumping and unauthorized recycling using unscientific methods cause air, water, soil, and food pollution, which pose high risk to health and environment. That is why authorized recycling is good. Pollution control boards authorize e-waste recyclers for disposal of e-waste. So these authorized recyclers, they use scientific techniques and they follow all e-waste management rules. That is why they leave minimum amount of waste that is remaining left over. So that gets minimum harm to environment. Now we need to act responsibly today so we can secure a healthy future for our children. So this is the overall view I would like to give, what we do and what will be the impacts. This is the domestic e-waste that we generate. Generally, we all discard it into dry waste bin. I hope somebody is not discarding into wet waste bin because it is part of dry waste. So if we discard into dry waste bin, generally, most probably it will go to open dumping, like Devnar dumping ground or any dumping ground, any open areas where all these dumpings occur. And then the toxins gets mixed with air, water, soil, and food, and it results into environment pollution. So this is not at all advisable, discarding into dry waste bin. Now, if we sell to kabadiwala, like the Raddiwala, kabadiwala, they also take all the electronic scrap, but mostly the bigger equipments like computer, etc. They don't, many times it is seen they don't take small ones because it is not economical for them. So if we sell to them, what they do is unauthorized recycling through non-scientific methods. So they use open air burning generally or some other things and unscientifically. So what happens, full material recovery is not achieved. Lot of harmful waste is left for open dumping still. And the important thing is what the laborers that they manage there for this work, for dismantling and segregating the e-waste, they are at health risk because they don't use appropriate safety measures and they don't use proper tools and they're not facilities very well equipped to manage that kind of hazardous waste. So in any case, if we sell to kabadiwala, it is going to pollute our environment even more. So what is the solution now? The solution is to give to Pollution Control Board authorized e-waste recycler. So whatever domestic e-waste you generate, you should always try to give it to authorized e-waste recycler. What they do is they use full material recovery using scientific methods. All kinds of scientific methods are used by them so that minimum damage to environment will occur. Moreover, the people they employ there for this work are at minimum health risk because they use all the required safety measures and according to the guidelines issued by government, they function. So this is the only way you should give to authorized e-waste recycler. These are a few pamphlets which may interest you. A few recyclers with whom I have worked as a group. So this is how, you can see in these pictures that this is how the unauthorized recycling is happening, and these are the health hazard. Their hands, some kind of genetic diseases are developed because of this working with e-waste. Moreover, data deletion is also there. Securely they delete your data, whatever it is there. Okay, now again it's the quiz time. Question 3. Where do you see this sign? Sign is not there in this peak. I will show you the sign. Here. This sign you will be seeing almost all places, right? Do not litter. Put your waste into dustbin. This is very easily known fact. Okay?
Yes.
But where do you see this sign? Don't put your waste into the dustbin. Where do you see? Anyone? It is seen very well. Mobile packets, right? Kunjan Shah telling
In some
mobile packets, very
some
nice.
industries,
Near
in
electronic shops.
Electronic
industries,
shop,
production where the production is done.
Food packets.
okay. Food packets.
Yes.
Food packets should be thrown into dustbin, no? Why you should not throw into dustbin?
No, some food packets has
Some
this time.
This
electronic
kind.
components.
Okay. Battery, yes. True, battery packs.
Yeah,
Correct. Like this, any mobile pack, if you see, there is a sign. Even in
yeah,
your laptop, if you see on the back side, it will be there. That
yeah,
do not put this waste into a regular dustbin. I have never seen this before, I guess, or didn't pay attention. Yes, you might not have paid attention, but it is already there many times. See, on mobile battery, it is always there. The sign of
yeah.
don't put into a regular dustbin. And along with that, you will get some small thing that what is the meaning of that sign and why you should not put, where you should put. But have you ever read this? It is always there into your mobile boxes. So now pay attention. Where do you find this kind of don't put into dustbin sign? It must be everywhere wherever e-waste is concerned. All e-waste producers put this sign on their products where e-waste is not to be put into regular dustbins because of a specific reason that we have gone through earlier. Okay, interesting?
Yeah, very much.
Okay, let's complete now. Okay, so now what is our role? Now we have gone through all the data. We have come to know what is e-waste, why it is important to do. And now how to do? That is the question, no? I told you I'll tell you how. So what is our role? We play an individually very important role towards environment improvement. All we need to do is stop putting e-waste into regular dustbins or sell to kabadi wala. Kabadi wala will give you some money in exchange, definitely, because they will be recovering some material from it and they will be gaining something, but they are harming a lot to environment. So never never aim to get value for your e-waste, never, because that will, you will end up damaging your environment with that intention. So don't put e-waste into regular bin or sell to kabadi wala. And what you should start doing is start storing your e-waste, all big or small items at identified place within your house, and motivate neighbors and people around to do so. So then what happens? You can set up e-waste pickup mechanism periodically. That is 3 months, 6 months, etc. with authorized e-waste recycler from nearby area. Now where to find this authorized e-waste recycler? It will be given in the list. Pollution Control Board, state and central both, they authorize a few recyclers with the specified conditions. So the list is given in the website. You can very well find out from the website what is the nearby in your area, who is the nearby recycler of e-waste, and then you can set up a mechanism for pickup periodically. That is your very important and crucial role. Now, what are the practical issues with this kind of mechanism? Is for us, for consumers, we all don't want to store e-waste at home for longer periods. We generally tend to put e-waste or any kind of waste as soon as out of our house. So we can't store for more time. And for e-waste recycler, the issue is the logistics and labor cost is high for any pickup. So unless break-even is reached, pickup is not economical. So they won't be able to pick up for your small one DVD player or one small speaker or anything not high in quantity. The pickup will not be economical for them. So unless there is some big quantity, they will not come to pick up. And the exact quantity of e-waste cannot be known beforehand. What is e-waste at your place? What is at somebody else's place? It is not generally known. So these are the practical issues. Now, how to overcome this? See, this one barrel kind of bin you can see. This is e-waste bin. This type of bins we have set up in our area. This will solve the practical issues for both the consumers and the recyclers. So whoever has some e-waste, they can put it into these bins so that they need not store it at home for long. And whenever the bin is filled, it will be approximately economically e-waste recycler can pick it up, and it will be helpful to both. So win-win situation for both if you install such e-waste bins. And now where all you can set up these bins. So you remember the initial slides where I told you what is the source of generation of e-waste? That were houses, offices, public places. So at all those places, you can set up these e-waste bins. School, colleges are the most places where in Mumbai we have our e-waste bins. Then office premises, building complexes where you stay, markets, shopping complexes, public places like garden, town hall, cinema hall, mall, stadium, worship places, sports complexes, etc. All places you can think of. You can start setting up the e-waste bin system. That will help you a lot. One more thing I would like to share is that I have even myself started with the garden. Once I have been to one garden and I have seen one hazardous waste bin located at that place. So I have taken the numbers, I have searched on the internet, etc., and then find out the solution for this setting up the e-waste bin. So likewise, wherever you see, you can easily set up bins wherever people go generally. So while going, they can carry the e-waste. So they need not to go specifically to dump the e-waste. So that is how you can set up the mechanism. So it will work very well, as we have seen in the practical experiences in our area. So let's see more. What are the impacts? The impacts of e-waste is air pollution, water pollution, other hazards, occupational safety, and health hazards. There are so many things. It will be available everywhere. So not much to tell about it. Just basic overview I would like to give. This is effects of e-waste air pollutants on human health. These are air pollutants: carbon monoxide, nitrous oxide, ozone, sulfur dioxide, etc. All these are the pollutants that e-waste generate in air. And circulatory system, cardiovascular diseases, respiratory problem, cough, breathing, eye irritation, burning, sneezing, like chronic diseases, etc. All are done generally. These things are the effects on human health. Quiz time question 4. How much quantity of rocks to be mined to get 150 gram of gold? You all of us know that we get gold from the mines. So what is the quantity of rocks that we need to mine to get 150 gram of gold? This is your question number 4. Anyone with the answer? 1 ton? No, not 1 ton. This will be the other time. 8 ton? No, 8 ton is not. I would say 1 ton and 8 ton are very low value.
No, it is 150 into 8 ton.
150 into 8 ton. Okay, that many tons. Okay. That is on quite higher part. 1,000 tons, 10 ton. No, around 100 tons. Yeah, perfect. Isha is telling around 100 tons. So it is around 110 tons. So 110 tons of rocks are mined and to get 150 gram of gold part. Now you will be amazed to see that all the circuit boards that we have in our mobile phone. I am only talking about mobile phones because we all use it. So if there is 1 ton weight of circuit boards of mobiles available with us, then we can get 150 gram of gold out of those circuit boards. Isn't it amazing? Because some gold is used, very minute gold particles are there, but still we have to work out that way. So this is e-waste recycling is also called urban mining. Yes, only 1 ton. So that is how it is effective. So if you say that so much work we have to do to unearth the elements while it is already present in the e-waste, so that if we recycle properly, we can save our natural resources. Okay, so now moving forward to our last part of the presentation. We were talking about the health impacts. So when e-waste comes into contact with moisture, it releases all types of corrosion products, gases and toxic chemicals. Okay, and quantity of drinking water quality is affected. Soil pollution affects the quality and fertility of soil. Now, burning of plastic compounds from e-waste, generally that open air burning these unauthorized recyclers do. Many times you might have come across this side that there is a lot of smoke and everything is there in some open area. Everywhere this e-waste is being burned to get the metal out of it. So this does depletion of ozone layer in atmosphere. This burning of plastic compound is very toxic effects on the environment. By depletion of ozone layer, we get skin cancer, eye irritation, immune system problems. Every such kind of problems are there for health due to burning of plastic compounds from e-waste. This is another chart which will give you very good overview. E-waste components, there are a few which are very hazardous, like mercury, cadmium, lead, arsenic, and silicon. So they leach out from landfills in presence of water. So when all the e-waste is dumped by the kabadiwalas or whoever after taking out some required precious things, then all these things which are left in presence of water, like when it rains or it catches moisture, they leach out. And these metal extracts release poisonous and hazardous salt, affecting all the organisms and plants for hundreds of years in the soil. So all these leached out chemicals, extract are released in the soil. All the hazardous salts are released in soils, not for 1-2 years, for hundreds of years. And it contaminates all groundwater sources, rivers, well springs. And these pollutants affect our vital organs like brain, heart, lungs, kidney, liver, etc. And it causes breathing problem, blood, vascular problem, digestive problem, skin ailments, central nervous system and other systems. And finally, it leads to various life-threatening diseases and death. So that is how you see a small change in our lifestyle or the way we treat our waste, e-waste specifically, how it affects overall in our future life. So for this, I have prepared a few handmade charts to create awareness on e-waste. As soon as I started working in this field, there is no some hi-fi equipments required. Nothing much is required if you want to create awareness. You start collecting the data, understand the issues, and you can do with whatever available with you. This is what I have started with. Now it is last question of our quiz. how much carbon dioxide is produced at various stages of manufacturing of single mobile phone? Anyone? How much carbon dioxide? To produce one mobile phone, how much carbon dioxide is released in environment? Anybody has any idea? Please write in chat box.
Jake.
No idea, anyone? I'm not able to see many. Nothing in chat. You're about 16 kg. Yes, Harsh Balodia. Very perfect answer. It is 16 kg. So 16 kg of carbon dioxide is released to manufacture one mobile phone. And this is only for manufacturing at various stages. When you use it throughout your span, when you charge it, when you use it, the mobile communication, etc. So that adds another huge amount of carbon dioxide in environment. So just imagine if only one mobile phone is doing that much harm to environment. How that is only one part of e-waste. There are so many other components of e-waste. So how much overall harm we are producing to the Mother Earth with using all these gadgets and not sending it to recycling. It even worsens the situation. So 16 kg is the perfect answer. So now what all we can do is think global and act local. So there are so many people, how many of us are ready to act locally? So consider the health of the entire planet and take action in your own communities and cities. Okay, so for globally, think global and act you have to locally in your around communities and cities. We work so hard to provide best possible to our children. Education, food, clothes, home. So let's now work hard together to create best environment for next generation. Are we ready? Thank you all.
Yes, yes.
So this was all about the overall issues for e-waste. I hope you all have got something new information from this. And the main part is I wish all of you to get motivated to do the same. And Tejan, now I would like to share a little success story.
Yeah, sure.
So what we have done, exactly how we have done.
Yeah.
Okay. So initially with the thought of zero waste, we have started searching for this e-waste solution. Like e-waste is a major component. Why e-waste is important? Because the percentage of e-waste in the whole waste is only about 2% or little more. But the toxicity it generates is more than 70%. So out of the total toxicity, the e-waste gets 70% of it. So that is why to achieve zero waste, you have to start with e-waste first. That all the toxicity in the environment is vanished with e-waste proper disposal. So e-waste, like I told you, in the park I have seen the e-waste bin. So we approached and then what measures we have taken is that we have conducted a drive. So there are many people who supported me with the idea of e-waste drive. So initially the bin was not set up. We live in some area where it is not very easy to do things. So drive is where we locate temporary e-waste bins at few buildings. So like 27 building people participated initially, and then we have decided specific date and time where people will put the waste, whatever is there with them, in the e-waste bin, temporary one. And then on the same day, it was collected from all the places. So that is how we conducted the drive. So and of course with awareness, because unless you make people aware what it is, how hazardous it is, nobody will be bothered to see the any temporary waste bins. So we have gone to schools and various places, public places, to create awareness. And then it was very successful drives. So first drive in 2017 we did, in which 300 kg of e-waste was collected. And the second drive we did in 2018, in which 860 kg of e-waste was collected. And in between those drives, we have set up a permanent e-waste bin, so that people can dump their e-waste periodically and they need not store it. And that is how we have come up with the e-waste solution. And now with our group, I have got one very nice people around me who are helping and are taking part in all such activities. And with everyone's help and initiative taken, we have achieved, now we have more than 10 e-waste bins in our area. So across all the markets, every place. So the way I told you that the way we have done this with a group, definitely no one can do this single-handedly. You have to have unity amongst your neighbors, amongst your friends, among your relatives, people staying around. You have to gather, people have to come forward and set up e-waste collection mechanism in nearby areas. So the way we did, you all can do. There are 21 people I am seeing in this chat room. So how many are motivated enough to do this?
Hi, Chola, Pratiksha here.
Hi, Pratiksha.
I'm very, very, very happy, and it's amazing work done by you. But I want to ask you, because I'm very much, you can say that I'm today, I don't have words to express my feelings, and it is very good job done by you. Even I'm also getting inspired by these things. And I want to ask you that which type of difficulties you faced during this period when you have started.
Okay.
That I want to ask you.
Which kind of difficulties? Okay,
Yeah.
there are actually all kinds of difficulties you will face.
Yes.
To start with, like waste is something that people generally never think about. Okay, never bother to think.
Yeah.
Even it is not on their mind anytime. So
Okay.
you have to make them realize how important it is to think about it and act accordingly. So to create awareness was
That is the main problem, to
yeah.
spread the awareness among the people.
Yeah, actually, we also don't know much. So, but when we are motivated, we have zero knowledge. So first, you have to make yourself knowledgeable with available resources, asking people, understanding the waste issues. Basically, understanding the issue, is very important and very prime task in this job. The way you understand more, you will be able to make it convenient to people to understand. So first of all, you have to understand the issues, and then you have to represent it to people. And the second challenge is generally the waste related programs are generally like serious ones, right? There is no fun part, or people don't tend to attend it. Any awareness program also you organize.
Yes, I can understand.
People are ready to join or even ready to come. See, today also we are very few people, but who are highly motivated enough. So don't get it to your heart if not many people are coming to your programs or not many people are understanding. It is very tough to sustain. To start is very easy, but to sustain, you have to
That
be
is very difficult task. Yeah, I can understand.
that it will take time for people to understand the importance of this task. So these two are very major difficulties that I would say any individual would face. Even sometimes people may laugh at you. They may feel what useless things you are talking about, and they may mock at you. So, but you have to keep on going. Don't wait for people to join you. They will join definitely. But if you feel that if someone is coming, then only I will be able to do. That is not the right way. You have to start your journey. People will join, and definitely they will join. This is
Okay,
my
thank you.
personal experience.
Yes, thank you,
See,
Chawla.
best example, best step I can give you. We are a local guide, right? We are adding the place on the map. Google has just prepared a software for the people, but we people are adding the place, photos, writing reviews. This is all work we are doing by us, local guide. Still, we are taking the photograph of the general place. People are keep asking why you are taking the photograph. Who are you? I will make the police complaint. This is also happening with us. But we are still doing. Yes, anybody wants to ask the question, they can ask the question. Anybody?
Thank you, Tejas.
Do you have any Facebook page or Instagram page where we can get connected to
Yeah,
you?
that is a very crucial question to answer. Actually, I am not very active in any social media at present, because as I told you, my son was very little when I initiated this. So at least to do the work, it all take my time. So now onwards, I will be there on social media, and any issues you have, any guidance you can ask them. She can get back to me.
Yeah,
You can-
because I also stay in Mumbai,
I'm sharing
and
my
there's an article behind my lane, Indra Nagar. There is a big e-waste collected by people. They have temporarily shifted here for 2 years, and they used to collect so much e-waste, old fridge, refrigerator, AC, this oven, microwave oven, phone, mobile, computers, and it had come in Mumbai Mirror in Times of India 1.5 years back, and they collect gold also. And what they used to do, they used to break and dump opposite. There was a building went for renovation. The builder was not building it, so there they used to dump and burn. And suddenly, when you burn plastic, you get a very foul, very bad smell. So we used to wonder nighttime why the smell is coming and all. Then once people went there and started checking and saw this people used to dump on that ground and burn it. So we started complaining. Now they're not burning. They make all plastic, all the parts separate, and they sell it. So I want to know whether any e-waste, how we will find genuine person is there who can come and collect, because my I stay where colony of 55 buildings are there. So this is a good awareness. I can spread it and we can tell them collect it, and once in a month a van or a genuine person comes and take away our e-waste. Thank
Yes,
you.
sure. What you are facing is the exact challenges that I mentioned in the thing, that people do unauthorized recycling, and it is very well spread in Mumbai. It is very well spread. So you have to act now. And as I mentioned, it will be there in the list. The list of authorized recyclers is there in the website of Pollution Control Board. So you can find out.
Okay, thank you.
Pollution Control Board, they will give authorized recyclers list. So any of you, any of them which is in nearby area, you can contact and set up mechanism. So that will help you. And any kind of help you need, I have shared my email ID on chat box. You can contact me. Kunjal is asking, can you share any video about your work, a brief about what you do and how? Yes, Kunjal, I am Kunjan, sorry. Very soon I'll be starting my YouTube channel on which you can see all videos on e-waste and other waste also. So very soon. It is not there at present.
Now, Now it's time to be technicalized.
Chawla, thank you very much. First of all, I would like to congratulate you. Rather, we are thankful to you that you came as a, for we as a local guide, and especially Tejal Ben has brought to give us awareness for such a vital issue which we are being. To be very frank and honest with you, we were having little bit of waste management and all. However, this much of so deep, we have never thought of. Let me accept it. As an
Okay.
individual, I am accepting it.
Oh, that is great. But anytime we have to, there is something else that we don't know. So
And you know,
we come to
we
know.
have to take it. We have to take it further, and seriously, would like to take it further.
Yes, yes, sure.
And you know,
All people do that.
my date of birth is 5th June.
Okay.
Do you know what is
World
the date?
Environment Day.
Environment Day.
World
Yes,
Environment
I
Day.
agree with Anil bhai.
I mean, you have to
So,
take it as a
so, so
opportunity.
every year, one day on my birthday, I used to do something for that. I used to do for solid waste management, for
Okay.
factory and all. So I used to
Mhm.
take workshops. But this part I was not taking. So if you can share your presentation, I will take it across further. Otherwise, I
Okay.
will give you pain. I'm not going to leave you.
Sure. Within a day or two, you will be seeing it on my YouTube channel.
Sure, sure.
I'll share the Tejal, and you all can contact me on
But
email ID.
thank you very much, Tejal Ben. Jai Shri Krishna.
Anil bhai, this is the recording, no? I am going to share this on the YouTube also.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Very
Yes.
good. Anybody else?
Oh yes, we can
Kashif
ask
is
the
here.
question, no?
Kashif is here.
Yes.
Kashif bhai, you are having an electronic shop. What you are doing with your electronic waste?
Usually, we recycle it, and like we have a lot of wires and all. So I can show you. I am at my shop right now. You can
Okay.
see. Yes, this is cables. These are cables, and we have this is not a vest, but we
Kashif bhai, horizontal. Keep your mobile horizontal, no? So it will give a good look.
sorry.
Horizontal कर दो ना mobile.
Okay, अभी करता हूँ.
हाँ. Yes.
तो सारा दिन ये शॉप में पड़ा है, और इसको हम ये वेस्ट नहीं करते, इसको हम रिसाइकल से मुराद इसको हम दोबारा यूज करते हैं, या इसको फोल्ड के पर मीटर के हिसाब से सेल कर देते हैं। मगर इसके बाद भी जो वेस्ट बच जाता है, तो हम उसका जो पीवीसी होता है वो अलग करते हैं, कॉपर अलग करते हैं, फिर वो कबाड़ वाले को बेच देते हैं।
Okay. Yes.
We can ask question also, no?
Yes. Definitely.
I have one of my friend. He used to work for the plastic management. From this plastic wastage, they used to make very good tiles.
Tiles.
Yes, and they used to make lot of tiles with multiple designing, and that's what sell in the market.
Okay.
So rather he is having a scarcity of plastic. He said, Anil bhai, अपने को 1-8 ton 2 ton कहीं से भी महीने का लाके दो. So he used to come to the rug pickers and all. Rather he is purchasing and reselling it, recycling it, is to making up that black plastic and all.
Okay.
The rough material, very tough, trodden, so free from rusting, free from dusting, and washable. He used to make bricks and sell.
Okay.
I mean, we'll get the time, we'll be sharing with you. I've got his orientation and all. So we have taken to the Rotary Club, and we are trying to take it to the international forum also. So आपका जो आधा काम हो रहा है ना मैडम, आप तो उधर से कलेक्ट कर रही हैं, अभी उसको आगे उसको ठिकाने लगाने का भी काम कर देंगे अपन।
We are not collecting, Anil Bhai. We are
See what all you are
facilitators between the recycler and the people around. Because for every single thing, you cannot visit your recycler's office or factory, right? You want
नहीं
this
नहीं
is
अपने को pick नहीं करना. He will come and pick it up. We should have the quantity. That's all.
yeah, that's true. That can be done everywhere. Any authorized recycling is always welcome. Unauthorized is never welcome. That's it.
No, he got award from the government of India also.
Yes,
For the-
that is, the tile making from plastic is very well into the market now. So it is a very good idea.
And that too, he mixed with the only waste plastic.
Waste plastic, yes, right.
उल्टा वो बोलता भी मेरे को वेस्ट चाहिए, वेस्ट नहीं मिल रहा है, लोग आजकल कम कर रही है, ऐसा बोलता है.
People are generating more and more waste with each passing day. There is no limit to it. So now we all have to reduce our usage and rethink what we
But
need
it
to
is, no, it is not collected.
do.
We need in quantity.
Yes, everywhere. These are the practical issues once we start working. Any next question?
Anybody else?
Can you share the website of that e-waste? The link.
Yes. For the list of recyclers, you will find that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That link you can get from Google. Anywhere you type pollution control board. So on that, every state has different pollution control boards. Even we have central pollution control board. So in all pollution control board websites, you go through and you will find the list.
Okay. Got it. Thank you. It was wonderful presentation by you.
Thank you so much. I hope you all are motivated enough to start the same work in your own respective areas.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
We local guide are so motivated. You share your number, everybody will start sending you picture tomorrow onwards.
Pictures of what?
They collected this much of e-waste. We are collecting.
Yeah, great. But you have to send it to authorized recycling. Okay.
Now, anybody is having a question? So can we stop this session for today?
Yes. Sure.
Tejalji,
Family members and friends who have attended the meet. Thank you all.
Tejalji and Chola ma'am, thank you very much for your wonderful session. And I'm so happy that you have given a good awareness to all of us. And if we can find any pollution, any recyclers contact details or any recycle details which we can add in Google, that also will very helpful to all of us. So I
Yes.
just would like to give a challenge to each and every participant today. So at least identify 3 to 4 recyclers in your particular area or within the Vincent and add it in Google Map, so that we will show to a global media that we have done something from this meetup, and we have done something, like we have learned something, so that we have initiated this. So can we identify 4 or 5 recyclers from our respective area and add in Google Map? Anilji, what is your
very good idea.
What is your suggestion on this?
Yeah, perfect. Ekdam sahi hai. I'm thinking on that.
Yeah. At least
In the recap.
Tejal, you are working on the map.
Yes, I'm working on. I'm preparing a e-waste recyclers of Gujarat. Preparing a map for Gujarat map. So if the from other states, if you can prepare a map for your state, so we can join the all over India's map and let the people use the location on the map. This is my idea.
Sure.
Shruti, thank you.
मुंबई का तो वो चावला बहन ही दे
Anil
देगी।
bhai, but she is not a local. She how can she prepare a map? She is not a local guide. I'm talking about the local guide community. She can give the location and address. Just now she has shared the idea. Okay, from the Google only you will get the locations. So Anil bhai, I would be happy if you are taking a map, preparing a map for your area.
पक्का डन
Okay, thank you so much.
गोवा का मैप बना के
Yeah.
Thank you,
Now-
Sejal Chawla.
Okay.
Kaushik, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Monica, I will check.
Thank you so much for joining with us. I'm very happy. Thank you, Chawla. Thank you, Patnaik, for a tremendous support. Devi, thank you. Here today we have us. How are you, Devi?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
So
Today I'm waiting for your sticker. Each and every my meetup you are going to prepare something nice, drawing or something. Today it is missing.
No, I'm busy eating dinner.
Acha.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Devi also will do in their country. How we
Yes,
can help
yes.
in-
Kashif bhai, Devi, everyone can do.
जी सॉरी
Now,
हेलो
so yes, Kashif bhai. Yes,
Ji, ji.
Kashif bhai.
यस
This is your shop.
fantastic
Now people. How was the meetup? I think you are. It is your line. This
Line?
is electronic line. So, this is electronic line, no? It is related
Yes,
related to electronic waste. So you will get the better idea.
Yes,
and
it's,
you are doing. You are already working on it. So
yes electrical
you can
product.
also you can also share idea. You can also share one Google Map e-waste recycler of your area.
ने हिंदी बात कर हिंदी में क्या मुझे
हाँ
हिंदी में
शांति
क्या
रख. He knows.
वो ये बता रही है मैडम कि आप अपने इलाके के भी जो है ना कि कबाड़ी वाले को ढूंढ के जो ऑथराइज्ड कबाड़ी वाले हैं का नाम गूगल मैप में डाल
Yeah, I know. This is the post event part. So here we are stopping our meetup. Thank you everyone for joining us.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. A
Kashif
very
bhai.
wonderful meetup it was, and congratulations to you for such a informative meetup.
Thank you, Aarti. Thank you so much, Aarti. I think Megrat
Thank you,
has left.
Tejal. Thank you.
Thank you, Rosie ma'am. Thank you, Anil bhai. My uncle has joined. Shruti. Where is Shruti? Shruti, I'm waiting for your photograph.
जी लिया है मैंने ऐड कर दूंगी.
तू है तो मुझे फोटोज की टेंशन नहीं है.
शुक्रिया बहन.
Sorry,
एक्चुअली
Tejan.
बहुत ही बढ़िया सेक्शन था और
Thank you.
informative था कि हमेशा की तरह जैसे आपके हर सेक्शन एकदम एनवायरनमेंट के लिए बहुत ही बढ़िया होते, तो ये भी बहुत बढ़िया था और बहुत कुछ
Thank you.
सीखने मिला. थैंक यू.
Thank you.